Ladies and gentlemen, the sexiest streamer alive with the biggest pecs, the biggest biceps, and a 45-inch television. Skeptics is here. He's live and he's ready to go. How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the party. All right. We did it. We made it. Just let me know. Can you hear the game? Because we're playing on the console today, so things are just a bit different here. Excuse me. Can everybody hear the game? Oh. Can't there. Free bundle, where you at? Wow, that's dope. All right, cool. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a big list of weapons that we need to unlock. Shop till we drop. It's just, there's just so much to do here, you know? There really is. There's a lot of camos we need to get undone here. Do we have any good camos? No. All right, let's start with this one. All right. Yeah, we got a big list. What do you guys want to I was thinking D Machine. You heard of it? I'm just gonna go to D Machine. Outbreak would probably be the most fun to do because that's just where you can just kind of fuck around. Eero. How you doing, brother? We're gonna do it big. So sorry for the late stream tonight, guys. So I don't know what happened, but I didn't think I was gonna be able to stream today, but it actually worked out. I got all my work done. That's not a great way to start the camo grind.
Face it, I did you a favor.
Didn't think we were going to be streaming today, but fortunately, we got the work done. I am on a new medication, and I think it's finally starting to work, and it's changing my life. So for a while, I was so tired. Part of the reason why I wasn't streaming a lot was I would like fall asleep at my desk for like hours, like just pass out. So I think I had some form of narcolepsy or something, and I'm on this new medication and I feel it took about a month to start working, but I'm feeling good. I just feel like a normal person now, you know? What is going on, all people in the stream, How your love's affecting our reality. Every time we're down, you can make it right, and that makes you streaming for life. Ha 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 ha! Bro, the Backstreet Boys, you guys down with some BSB? So, Zone, remember last night when we were streaming and all of a sudden we got like 20 subs to the channel? Does anybody remember that? Turn Up, are you still here? And Nelson I Zombie, have you changed your name to something else, or are you a new person in the world of skeptics? Because I do not recognize your profile picture, and it looks pretty dope, like a little teddy bear.
Go home. You're drunk.
Oh. Have you ever heard me actually sing? Ah. Okay. Well, what's up, Drunk? How you doing, brother? Drunk Benson reminds me of, Olivia Benson from... Oh, what's it called? Law and Order. Law and Order. Zone, yeah, so, yeah, well, I was saying two things. I was like, have you actually ever heard my music before? And then the other thing I was asking was,
That's enough from you.
If you were aware that yesterday, like, remember when you were like, look, you gained, you know, a bunch of subs and everything. So last night at 4 a.m., I went to bed. Dude, okay, so that's what I was just about to talk about. That's what I was trying to talk about. So yesterday, I went to bed with a certain amount of views, okay, or a certain amount of dude, this is so confusing, okay? I went to bed with 1870 subs, okay? Totally cool. We got like 15 subs yesterday, or 20 subs. It was like a good day. It was like the stream went well. Everything was going well. And then I went to bed at 4. Everything was still there. And then I woke up and I lost 11 subs in 4 hours, which is weird. So I'm wondering if they were bots. And then what was even weirder is the video that I posted about Treyarch's developmental hell thing. Well, when I went to bed, that video had like 39 views. And then when I woke up 4 hours later to check my subs and everything, like I was just telling you, this was at the same time. Both these things occurred at the same time. I had like 300 some views on it. So like, what the hell happened? The video boosted crazy, but the data for the video, like if you look at the analytics, they don't match up. So normally if a video like that does super well,
not enough bullets in the world for this.
it will say it'll have a high click rate, meaning like a bunch of people clicked on the video. It'll say like it'll have a number like 10%, 13%, 15%. For example, if you get a video that does like super well, like 1,000+ views, you'll get a click rate, impressions rate of about 15% for me, because like I'm a small channel, so that would be about 15% for me. This video that blew up in the middle of the night while I lost all the subs and everything, 1.2% click rate. I don't understand. Like, every time I think I gain a little... okay, I'm not saying this to complain. Like, I was a little frustrated about the sub thing, but I don't want bots in the account, so, like, hopefully that's what it was. Hopefully 11 people didn't just simultaneously decide to hate me all at once. But, I'm not saying this to complain. I just... every time I think I learn YouTube a little bit, I don't. It's like this one action undoes everything that I've ever... everything I think I know, if that makes any sense. So... well, that sucks. I guess that makes sense, but what's annoying about, like, sub fees is... I'm subbed to, like, Noah J. I never fucking watch Noah J. Like, he's just not my cup of tea anymore. And that's cool. No hate. So... chilling with the boys. Well, I don't know who you are. I mean, I'll take a look at them sometime. I don't have a problem taking a look. But I don't want this to turn into like a spam your YouTube channel chat or anything like that. But I don't have a problem taking a look sometime. Bro. There was no need to time him out. It's fine. If it was like, if he was continually spamming, that would be one thing, but it's okay, man. Small YouTubers got to stick together. So please don't. I don't know, man. He had like a zombie profile picture. Could just be a kid, man. Other channels have researched this and came to this conclusion. Are you about to write some more stuff? Bro, everything gets under review. Everything you say goes under review. Please don't ban people. Yeah, but it's not your channel. Please don't ban people if unless they're harassing or it's like clearly a bot. Like that could have just been some kid. Like you don't know that. But people's messages go under review all the time. Yesterday, like 17 of your messages went under review. Just please don't. Just please don't. It's okay.
Strange. The door opens on its own, as if to welcome us, like Lazarus risen from the dead.
So,
looks like our intel was solid. Whatever Omega Group
well,
did
it's
here,
not.
it caused the other
I don't even.
breaches
Let's
with
just
counter.
move on. It's not a big deal. I'm not mad. I just don't. I don't like to ban people. I know it's okay, bro. I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad. It's okay. I'm just. I don't like to ban people unless it's an absolutely necessary measure. The last time I banned people, I would never go down this path again, but I spent literally 4 months trying to remedy the situation because this guy was a longtime subscriber, but then he started harassing people. And I'm not gonna like let him harass other subscribers. When he harassed me, it's one thing, I can take it. I'm a big boy. But
I did not believe it true, but they actually found.
once you start harassing other viewers, that's a no-no. So he did it a few times. I tried to reason with him. He wouldn't be reasoned with. So it's pretty much that. Yeah, that's why I sent it to you. I knew that because, you know, even though I don't like MCR, that note really hurt me, you know? Yeah, they added the, do you remember the perk or the gobblegum or what was it called? Newtonian negation, I think is what it was, where the zombies would fly up. Yeah. That's what they do in the Dark Ether. Basically everything from a gobblegum that was in Black Ops 3 or elixirs in Black Ops 4 have been implemented into Cold War in some way, shape, or form. There's not every single one, but a good portion.
They traveled beyond our dimension. They did not interact with the gateway, did they?
Yeah, it's really cold here. I do not like them secretly. That is something that I don't. Because I actually like getting to tell people that I don't like them. Because everyone's like, how are you like an emo person if you don't like MCR? And I'm like, I don't know, they just didn't click with me. No, I don't know what you're talking about, Zone. I don't understand. Or well, I understand, I mean, I don't know. I don't know who Pudge is. Down, down, down. But I do know, you know, if this is why I tell you, if Firebase Z would have launched with Cold War, we wouldn't be in this position of hating this map, because I literally played this map so many times simply because Onslaught sucked. And I wanted to grind camos, and I wanted to play zombies. So, I don't really understand, why would there be bots promoting a channel with like specific language? That means, in my opinion, that sounds like somebody legit is trying to like mess with this guy.
EMF readings in your area just went off the charts. Whatever it is, it's moving in your direction.
I think that did you unlock Black Ops 4's Dark Ether camo?
You will never walk up here.
I don't like that song. Oh. No, that's not true. The Forsaken, you're in the Dark Ether. The Dark Ether like expands into your universe. The reason I don't think they went more into the Dark Ether storyline wise is because the Dark Ether was turning into our world. So, I think the Dark Ether monkeys were just kind of like a hint that we were going to Firebase Z, and a hint that the research in Outbreak was allowing like do you remember when we put monkeys in the cart for that one objective. So, like, the monkey would get sent to the dark ether, and so I think it's just kind of showing the testing of Omega or whatever, and we're seeing the ramifications of it. It was just story lore.
Whether it's Russia or America.
But, the reason that they didn't explore the Dark Ether more from a storyline perspective was literally just because the Dark Ether was bleeding into our reality. So they didn't... They didn't really, like, it wouldn't have made sense from a storyline perspective that it would have. That, like, we would have gone into it. But we did go into it in Outbreak. Like, every time we did one of those holdouts, we went into it, you know, so... Yeah. Yeah, to answer your question, Nelson... Or Drunk, Benson, Nelson, is probably the easiest Easter egg I would say is D Machina or Firebase Z's. Anyone on Cold War is pretty easy. Forsaken's is the shortest. That's for sure. The ADS is terrible. The ADS for the snipers is abysmal.
Your friends will join you soon.
There's another question. Yeah. Easter eggs, camos. Basically, D Machina is one of the best places to grind camos because of that spawn area. Also, Firebase Z, you can, if you open up the map in a certain way, you can really take advantage of that center spawn area.
I got a window for Chopper Exfil strike team. Take it.
Well, let's try to get a sniper and let's try to figure some shit out. Because I have all of them dark ethered except for the new ones. The K-Swiss and whatever. Do I have plutonium? Is that the BO1 mod thing, or is that the Black Ops, or is that the I can't talk, the COD mobile thing? Hey. Oh. Shit. I don't have that. I don't have it. I don't understand. Is it a map or an app, or is it like a software that I have to purchase? Like what is it? Which perk would I drink in real life? Okay. I'll have to download it and check it out. It does sound interesting.
DIE signal detected.
So you can play like the multiplayer and stuff, or can you like do
Exfil window's gone. I'll let you know when the next one's available.
Establishing decoys.
can you do like mods and shit like with
Establishing decoys.
BO3?
Storage at max. Fire when ready.
It makes me laugh. Ha!
Ah, yes.
Okay, that's because that's what basically we need for Cold War and stuff.
It absorbs
No, you can't?
the energy of the living creatures and
There's free moddable maps to transit. And then there's mod stuff for... Isn't there mod stuff for Xbox as well? Like Xbox 360, couldn't you mod shit as well? If I could drink a perk in real life, it would probably be Mule Kick. I love Mule Kick. It's my favorite perk of all time. Oh, that's what his cursed videos are about? I've never understood what that was. The cursed stuff. Interesting. Why can't... So, if they can do that with... If they can do that with BO2, when there isn't specific mod tools, it's the LC10. If there isn't specific mod tools for Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I think there is with World at War, but if they're... Like, why can't we do it with BO4 or anything like that? Like, why are we limited to only having mod stuff with Black Ops 1 or Black... Like, just... Is it just a Steam thing? What's up, Void? I know it's on Battle.net, but like BO3 has like a specific mod tools feature, right? And then... But like, you can mod whatever you want in BO3, and with Black Ops 1 and 2, I mean... God, I love collecting all of them and just shooting them all at the same time. I didn't ignore your perk question, Zone. I literally said Mule Kick.
I imagine PlayStation created it so they could record data from the other dimension.
What's going on, Candy? I just wish we could mod, I wish we could fucking mod, BO4. That would be fun. To be able to have actually have all of the, imagine being able to, like, have all the elixirs. Infinite elixirs on PC. Give us something, considering that game is so fucking dead.
Suggestions?
If you wish to achieve absolute separation between dimensions, you'll have to shut down the Atom Smasher.
I would.
I'd imagine that computer stores you.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's what it is.
Anomaly detected.
Oh. Forgot to grab the book. Gobblegums are pog. I would pog them. Alright, see, that's a bot. That's a bot. So, I don't care if you guys ban that thing. Yeah, custom maps on consoles, like, I'm sorry, that needs to be a staple. Like, it just does.
Anomaly detected.
There's no reason that it shouldn't be. There's no reason that it shouldn't be allowed, unless it's like a map loading issue, because they have to optimize, you know, the maps to work on console, and I don't know if these map makers, you know, are trying to optimize things like that way. I don't know if they would be thinking about it. It might not be. It might take them even longer. Oh, I didn't know Fortnite could.
Are you scared?
Wow, that escalated quickly. Sexiest German character? I don't know. Like, ever in the history of characters? Or inside of this game? Well, that's what I don't understand. If they can have a portal inside of Battlefield 2042, and if they can have like what you said in Fortnite, and if they can also have dreams or Roblox on oh shit, did that backwards.
Omega Group must have had a damn good reason to open it back up.
Roblox on Xbox, why can't, you know? I feel like they're so time constrained for shit, so. But let's see. I mean, I guess probably Richtofen. Richtofen is just the best. He's so funny. But when I was young, I used to like Dempsey. Dempsey was my dude. But to be real, Gobblegums were such an amazing feature, and everybody gets so bent out of well, I don't think they do anymore, but they used to get really like offended by them because people were like, it makes the game too easy, and it could make the game easy, but the game itself wasn't easy. So it's like kind of not really a good argument to make, because I genuinely don't believe that Black Ops 3 was like, you didn't need Gobblegums. There's only one thing I would say you needed Gobblegums for, and that was one step in Gorod Krovi when you were leading the Mangler. Like, it would really help to have the Gobblegum that slowed all the zombies down to walking speed. That was like literally the only Gobblegum that I think was necessary for Call of Duty, or for Black Ops 3, and that was for the Easter egg. So I genuinely think that the Gobblegum system was just added fun and added variety, and almost was like a mod system for console players. You know, free ammo and extra perks and all this shit. And when the Elixir system was a downgrade because it removed the challenge from the game, because I could just use all 4 Elixirs every round. It made you too overpowered, but that game was harder, so I guess it kind of was balanced. But Gobblegums need to come back. They're so much fun, but they implemented too many systemic changes that kind of rid the need for Gobblegums. Grinding Liquid Divinium was fun. Buying them when they were on sale was also fun. Yeah, I have a ton of memories with it too, man. I remember one day I played Shadows of Evil, and it was like one of the first times like I had figured out how to do Pack-a-Punch and shit, and my heart was just like beating out of its chest, and I just remember that excitement. It was just something special, bro. It was special. Yeah, but you know what? It's not even a defensive Warzone. It's like a defensive of Apex, really. They were designing their mode to be how it is. They wanted to create different maps for different seasons, but I do think that their maps are smaller. And I guess in Warzone's defense, they have so much money. It's hard to defend it, but Apex is just a battle royale only. Like, there's no multiplayer, there's nothing else. So it's kind of unfair to compare. I think comparing Fortnite and Apex would be a better comparison, because COD's in this weird middle ground. I would actually really like to see a battle royale in Halo. I don't know. What would the zone gobblegum do? Oh man, probably just fart a lot. I don't know. The zone gobblegum. What would you want it to do? Dude, the BO3 multiplayer was so much fun. It was really, really hard too. I sucked at it. I sucked at it. So bad.
When I was stationed here, we had a similar chamber
What?
in case of radiation exposure.
Pause them thumbs to cam, please. What?
Brain functionality to the living dead.
Pause, and then you want to see my thumbs? Here are my thumbs.
Tango removed.
There you go. Constant fart nukes. Or... wait, are we on the next step of the Easter egg? Because I want to get the electro mode.
We call that a twofer.
Do you not want me to stream? I don't know, Grape. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I kind of thrive on negativity. So, not in like I try to be positive and stuff, and I treat people with kindness and everything, but I like when people hate stuff. And we need it to be we need this chat to be balanced. And if you hate it, then hate it, man. I'm never gonna stop you from talking about hating it.
Another domino ball. Who's next? Fuck around.
Oh, there it is. Waiting for that machine.
There is no place big enough for you all.
Oh yeah. I forgot what the title was. I've been trying to put goofy titles for my streams. Sorry, see, I'm an idiot. Thank you. Good boy. Do I not have Jug? How the hell did I not have Jug this whole time? I thought I had Jug the whole time. LC10's great. LC10's great. Yeah, no, you shouldn't believe me, HR&R. I'm definitely gonna stop it sometime. Okay, we got the let's see, what is this? This is the fire one. Okay, guess it's not gonna let me go in there. That's fine. We don't need to. Unlock the MP5. MP5 is pre-unlocked. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, we have Dark Matter unlocked already. I'm getting it on the rest of the DLC guns that I haven't done. Yeah, I definitely. You know what I like to do to get my BO3 feels up in the air again. I like to not play it for like 6 months. Definitely not gonna put that as my title, but that is pretty funny. I won't play BO3 for like a couple months or whatever, and then I just I go back and I play Revelations, and I walk through the whole map. Like I go through it slowly, and when I get to the Mob of the Dead area with like where it's Mob of the Dead and or no, it's Verrucht, I think. You go through the Mob of the Dead kitchen, and then you go to Verrucht. And when you do that, it starts playing the Mob of the Dead music. And it's just really ominous, and you can feel it in your bones, and I just freaking love it, man. I just freaking love it. I think it's so moody, and I don't know, man. It really makes me go, damn, this game was so fucking good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, also for the record, HR&R, you don't have to do your taxes every day. You only have to do it like once a year. So of course you're gonna memorize this. This is way cooler. Treyarch's innovation never ceases to amaze me. You know, oh wow, that was not really fair at all. Is the Groza? I always get the Groza confused. Yeah, we do need to unlock the Groza. The FAR and the PPSH are amazing. The FFAR is a weird gun in this game. It used to have really a lot better recoil at launch, I think. It seems like it just fires way up now, like too fast. But you know, Grape, I know you're trolling, but at the same time, I really do think that Cold War was a rebirthing of the zombies mode in a way where there are these new systems that we're getting to experience, and some of them are landing, some of them are most certainly not, right? And it's okay. I think there was a lot of good stuff inside of Cold War. I just don't think that I just think they really fucked up with their maps, Easter eggs, and boss fights. That's really what I think they fucked up on. And if they can redeem that, I don't think that the mode is going to be going anywhere. Well, just record myself playing Mob. I don't know what I'm doing. I think the next Black Ops is going to be a good game. I really do. Call me a Treyarch suck up. I don't care. I believe it's going to be a good one. I know. And listen, I don't mind that they highlighted stuff that's like at first it bothered me, but I really don't mind anymore. I mind how short and simple they've become. Like it's weird because they're honestly like the same amount of steps as a lot of like they're the same amount of time. Like most of them take like an hour and shit, but they're still like just so easy. If by hold on. No, I disagree with that statement. I disagree with it. I think that the fact that they did cater to EEs or to casuals for the Easter eggs suck, but a lot of these systems, oh fuck, are actually pretty good. And if they could just make they made the game difficult with Vanguard. Like Vanguard's a lot harder than Cold War. So it's not really fair to say that, because this was just I really think this was like a reintroduction of like, hey, we're taking zombies to a new place. They get these new fans hooked. People get used to playing Cold War. People get used to playing Vanguard, which is a lot more difficult than Cold War. And then I think we'll go into 2023 with a kind of normal difficulty zombies. And what I really just hope for is good maps. I mean, I'm also like so much better at zombies, bro. And I bet you are too. And I bet you if you go back and play, because I've been playing all these maps again, they are not as fucking hard as I remembered them being. Especially Voyage. Voyage was one of the hardest maps for me. And, Voyage was one of the hardest maps for me back in the day. And at this point, I like flew through that Easter egg without much of a problem. Yeah, we used elixirs, but like the gameplay was still hard. And then I died because I didn't have the proper perks on. Like, so it was my fault that I died. Yeah, I know you're being hyperbolic, but you're being serious. Like you think that the game is bad. I'm just trying to present a different point of view. It is hard, and I like the harder games. I do, but those games also feel like absolute shit. They don't feel good to play. They feel slow and clunky, and these new games have nice fluid movement systems. They're so much more pleasing to look at. There's a lot of things that I prefer about the newer games, specifically from like a movement and aesthetic standpoint with the art direction, whereas BO1, BO2 was just brown and gray, and you didn't have the fluidity like you do in these newer games. Like that's part of the reason like why I don't like going back to play the older games, especially World at War. Like just playing it it's absolutely just, it didn't age well, I feel like. I mean, even playing BO3 yesterday. So you think the move, okay, well, there's no way objectively that you can say the movement in World at War is better than the movement in the new COD games. They have optimized and improved it. The gameplay loop, that's subjective. If you like that better, that's fine. But they have definitely improved the way the gameplay feels and how it moves and how the guns handle and all that stuff. Am I gonna go back and watch have I gone back and rewatched the mob cinematic trailers? What do you mean? Like just the intro cutscene and shit? Treyarch is definitely the best developer. Exactly. It's not that it wasn't good in its own right. It was amazing. But when I'm like running around and I'm getting stuck on zombies that are like pretty far away and just getting tripped up in certain ways. Two-hit system. Actually, I don't know. I kind of would like the two-hit system to come back. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I did think that, but I don't think that this killed zombies at all. I think it's shifted zombies. And it's gonna be shifting whether I like it or not, so I gotta figure out a way to adapt if I want to make content about Call of Duty. Well, then that makes sense. Then that makes sense why you would like that. But what community is there? Because I like flying around the map, and especially, Grape, I don't know if you've done like a high round game. But first of all, info about for anything, I want to comment on your comment in a second, but I want to answer Grape first. I don't know if you've done a high round game before, like if you've gotten around 100 or whatever. But when you're training in this game, dude, these super sprinters swipe the shit out of you. And Black Ops 4 high rounds are pretty difficult. And if you play that game on console, it's pretty slow. It feels a lot better on PC, in my opinion. But I really do think that these newer games just feel better. And when I get to the high rounds on here and I'm just training, like I definitely get intense situations. But I know what you're talking about when you're playing BO3 and it's like not working out and you're like, oh shit, and you're like doing all sorts of moves and then you're like, oh, and you finally break free. I do like that. I like that. But I don't want to be moving slow all the time. Alright, so info. I understand that sentiment, I do. But I think that Black Ops 4 is one of the best zombies in my opinion. It's my favorite zombies. I could play that game forever and I would be so content. It's just the best to me. That being said, the community has been oversaturated with zombies for years. And the community has made up its mind that it's dead. So if it's dead, then right now we're in a rebuilding phase. And I'm interested to see where this rebuilding goes.
It's a cold day in hell. These are tools of my trade.
I really am. I'm interested to see the HUD does suck for sure. The one thing I'm interested to see is I don't really give a shit about Vanguard zombies. I like it a little bit. What I'm upset with is how they treated fans regarding the game. Is it boring? Is there not a lot to do? Yeah, of course. There needs to be way more to do for the price I paid. All of that stuff from a consumer standpoint, I am upset about it. But the game is okay. It finally feels a little bit like zombies. Thank God. But it's still not enough. I think we can all agree upon that. But I really don't care about Vanguard. Like, I'm going to cover it and everything. But I don't really care where it goes because... because to me, I feel like we're just in a rebuilding of this community, and the days of BO4 where we had, you know, Lex, Pat, and Noah, and everybody was just popping off with the views, and that carried on a little bit into BO4, but that era is dead, and I want to see what the new era of COD Zombies YouTubers brings. I want to see people like Lego get huge. I want to see people like Spesh get huge. I hope that I can be part of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready for the next era of content to be created, the next era of Zombies community to begin. Of course, we're gonna have those pillar members, but they built it, and we're standing on the shoulders of giants. But I just still think that it's time to move forward. All right, let me read some stuff. I'm a little behind. I think BO4 dealt the last blow. Okay, I addressed that. One thing I always liked about the older games is the movement. BO2 was strafe jump. I do like strafe jumping. It feels fun. It's fun to do for sure. I think people into zombies are going to think twice about purchasing another. 100%. There is no way I'm going to pre-order a COD game unless it's from Treyarch. And, you know, there's like, maybe there's a free beta and I can play it or something, you know, that like, it's going to have to do something like that. But, or I'm making content on it or I get it for free. Like, and I'm making money and it's like a worthwhile purchase to pre-order or something, or there's like a sick bonus. I don't know. Like, it's going to have to really win me over and they're going to have to earn my trust back with Modern Warfare's, consumer interaction. Like, it's not about how Modern Warfare is as a game, it's how they deal with consumers, because Vanguard has been really anti-consumer, and it feels like the game launched now with the way they're updating and communicating. Like, they gave us a beta, they charged us $70 for early entry fee for a beta, and we're getting a shortened season this year. It's very unfortunate. Exactly, it's artificial difficulty. They buffed the player. Yeah, I understand. But you can say, like, you can just say it's a ratio. So it's like, if you like slower, you know, stickier zombies, I just like faster zombies. I mean, it's the same thing. And now, so it's all about preference in that perspective. BO4 is not boring in the HUD. Vanguard Zombies is an absolute joke. I mean, ever since they stopped adding DLCs, what do you mean adding DLCs? Yeah, I do think Lex is still doing well. Chrism is popping off well. Yes, he is. Make it the money's worth it. Make it the money's worth. Make it the... Oh, yes, for the game. They should have, and they didn't. It's going to make people apprehensive about... Yep, 100%. Well, I didn't hate them, but some of their channels I wasn't very fond of. Like, what I would like, in a perfect community, in a perfect world, if I could pick, like, you know, the zombies community, I think it would be awesome to have, you know, the OGs still coming around and stuff. But I would like Chopper to kind of, to be one of the bigger leaders. I know he's still kind of part of that OG community, but I would like him to be more present. And then Lego Chrism seems cool. He has weird content. I like it. I like to follow to see like what he's talking about. Like, he's just a weird guy. And Spesh is a great dude. I just hope he becomes a good content creator in general. I would like to see Rabbit post more, but yeah, I mean, you can still juke and stuff. You can still juke in zombies. And people still post clutch plays all the time on Reddit, man. I just don't think they're as famous because they're the same clutch plays that we've been seeing for fucking ever. I think that's shifted into speed running. Like when we see high skill, like, I feel like you're not equating how we have gotten better as players as well. And I think that's an important aspect of this game, of this mode, is to feel like it. Like I was saying just a second ago, when I play Black Ops 4, I'm so much better now than I was 3 years ago that it feels so much easier to me. So the juking and running through tight areas or whatever, it's not really, I don't really feel like it's that eventful now. It doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, I see them on Reddit and shit, but seeing like CVII do some crazy shit, that's impressive to me. Like, beating an Easter egg in like 20 minutes and exploiting every element of the mode, I think that's pretty crazy. And Cold War Zombies did really well. I wish that I would have had a different perspective on it, but I was so pissed with the launch of the game, and I wish that I hadn't been. I wish that I hadn't been. Yeah, Noah is cringe, but Noah is, you know, Noah. He's just fucking huge. He can do whatever the hell he wants. What about Rabbit? Oh yeah, I hope that he doesn't become part of it at all. I hope he goes as far away as possible.
Iberian Express.
Kill option, strike team.
I really wish they would have let us track our camo progress. It's really something I've never understood why it's not here. Oh shit, we're at 115 playbacks on the stream. Can I get a 115 in the chat? Grape, I just want to let you know that I'm not trying to like argue with you and piss you off or anything. I understand your criticisms, and I genuinely do appreciate a lot of them. The movement thing I disagree with, and that's fine. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna not be your friend because you like slow movement. That'd be pretty stupid. But I like that you challenge my views about it. You do. And also, it makes me think about ways that about how the game is actually not as bad as like I thought it was. What was really bad about this fucking game, again, it's the same fucking thing that was wrong with BO4. It's the goddamn DLC season. Like what the hell was Treyarch thinking with BO4? What were they fucking thinking? You know, there was no need to put chaos first.
Idiots walk straight in.
Well, no, I agree. I like that you make me question my thoughts and my beliefs. God damn it. But like, what was Treyarch thinking when it came to what's it called? I can't talk. Why can't I talk? To the DLC season with Cold War or with BO4. They put chaos first. Aether second, gave Aether all the remakes. Maybe that was the plan the whole time. I don't understand why. It's a stupid plan. And no Zombies Chronicles 2. And the fact that they've been screwed, like covering up for every studio's messes. It's like, it's just total bullshit. Like they had made bad decisions for the execution of the DLC season, and then they got screwed on top of that. Plus, they have the worst monetization systems in the whole, you know, out of all the COD devs. So it just really bothers me that, you know, they ended up doing the same thing with Cold War, where they just gave us this wacky DLC season. Maybe it was because they took over COD, and last second, they had to come up with a plan, a game plan. I don't know. No, I like the maps in BO4. Alpha Omega is amazing. I'm just saying that they did things in a weird fucking way. And it could have been so much more. And it could have been bigger and better than ever. But they did things in this weird fucking way. I really loved BO4, but it took me a couple years to appreciate the maps. That is 100% true, without a doubt. I did not like I still don't like Tagged or Toten. I think Tagged or Toten is one of the worst maps ever. And honestly, in my opinion, one of the worst ways to end one of the most influential pieces of art in my life. And when they gave us Firebase Z after we had to wait November, December, January, and then I guess February 4th or something is when it came out, I was just like, oh my god, this is what we get. And they, you know, there's no replayability with the Easter eggs. I was really pissed. But the game's finished now, and playing it with all of the perks and all of the weapons, it's a good fucking game. It's a good like volume in the Zombies catalog. And that's how I try to look at all these games. It's like Zombies is a giant evolving mode, and it really just gets tied to these games loosely in a way. And I just think about, this is just another chapter in the giant volume that is Zombies. And you know what? Remember when everybody hated Infinite or Advanced Warfare Zombies? You remember that? I don't give a shit about how it ended story-wise. Like, why we should have had a good ending gameplay-wise. And we had that Easter egg was dog shit. Oh my god, I hope I'm not on your wallpaper. It was sub-average for sure. Yeah, the comic book style stuff. It was just... And then we have shit like, you know, Blood of the Dead, which was just top tier. So, very confusing. Very confusing. Very strange emotionally. But Grape, where I think we were both wrong and misjudged Cold War was... People fucking loved it, dude. People loved this mode. They did. And I was wrong about it. I was wrong about how much people love this game mode. I don't think he's a hack. I mean, he writes pretty good stories. They're just... Video game stories are strange. And this has been... I don't know, man. I can see why you say that. I like Craig, though. I like him as a person. And, I mean, dude, he's been telling this story for like 10 fucking years. It's like 10 plus years. You know, like, there's been like almost 6 games. So, I think that it's kind of... I think that's hard to do, to pace a story. Oh, we have to get this gun. Pretty sure. Yeah, Cold War was very... People liked Cold War. Like, I was wrong about it. Definitely.
Living off the land, as always.
I really think Craig tries. I do. I think that there is a lot going on in, like, behind the scenes that we'll never know. Did I think this story was great? No, it wasn't great. It was okay.
I bathe in your entrails.
But he doesn't suck. I mean, hasn't he written pretty much everything? Oh, bro, that's just not true. They all definitely care about their job.
What can I tell you? I have a full heart.
I think maybe that he was tired. I remember once hearing an interview or hearing a podcast where some zombies YouTubers were talking about seeing Craig at an event. And saying how he was tired of writing about Nikolai and shit. You know, he's like, don't you get tired of hearing like the same vodka quotes over and over? And that I could understand. But this is just a job. Don't you ever get tired of your job? Like, or don't you ever make a mistake with your job? I mean, we all do. But I genuinely don't believe for a second that the devs don't care. Maybe they were burnt out for a little bit. But no, they definitely care. And I don't think Craig is bad. I just don't think that. I don't know what him being like, why. You actually haven't even given me an example of why he's bad. You just said he was a hack. Because of the ending of Tag?
Exfil opportunity, strike team.
Because in Alpha Omega, they wrote like I think it was like a 5,000 page script or something for all of that. So they definitely like put a lot of heart into that story. I don't think that's fair to say, man. I just don't understand how you even ever liked zombies then, because he wrote all those. Didn't he write all those characters? Yeah, the corporate bullshit is very hard. It's very hard on the devs, I bet. I also think that these companies are hiring shitty employees based off of quotas to fill. And I think that's putting a damper on the product.
One life. Who's next? Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I think Craig's amazing. I mean, if he wrote all like, well, I don't know if he was the sole writer, but you know, he did BO. If he did Premise, I mean, then he's responsible for a lot of the games that, you know, we grew up with, and I think it's hard to keep shit like that going. I mean, think about Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars has always sucked and is one of the dumbest franchises I've ever seen. It's literally trash, but think about how they created, you know, 3 amazing movies and then went back before that and then in the future, and it's just like it's hard to like satisfy, and also people have a narrative in their heads, and people are never gonna, like, a writer is never gonna live up to the narrative that's in your head, so he can only do what's in his.
Shallow grave is all you deserve.
Really? You think it was just got serious? What about, do you not like BO3?
Enemies down.
Yeah. So the whole COVID thing, I go back and forth on. With Treyarch, it made a little more sense because they were the first. They had the first game that was made at home, but Sledgehammer, they didn't have any excuse, in my opinion. They knew what they were up against. Activision should have delayed the game. The fact that they didn't, and if they're going to use COVID as an excuse, well, then you can't charge people full price for that because you're literally stealing our money. And even Treyarch, I still think that applies to some degree. I understand that it impacted their work. Dude, this is literally just glitched out sitting here. This is very strange. I appreciate that it impacted their work, but I don't care because I paid for it. And they treated everything like nothing had changed. So then they can't use that as an excuse, you know?
Stay down. You come to live? So just die.
It does play a part, but they can't use it as an excuse. That's what I'm saying. It's like they can't like create a shitty project and then sell it to us full price and be like, oh, but COVID though. It's like, fuck you.
Advantage? Me.
Like, I would be empathetic if, well, I am empathetic to it, but, and I get it impacted. It's just, and it sucks because I bet you the devs are like sitting there saying like, we don't even have enough. These people are going to be pissed. And then they end up catching flack when Activision and the executives at Treyarch, who probably don't even develop the game, are the ones who are really pushing these dates and these deadlines. So it's complicated. And it's there's not like a person you can point the finger at and say like, oh, it's their fault, you know? You don't like BO3 storyline, or just at least told us like, if they delayed it would have been fine, but or at least tell us like, hey, like the game is not going to be like it normally is. We still want to get you guys content. We're going to charge $50 instead of $70, or just something to show that they understand that, you know, we're loyal fans and or customers or whatever, and to show some goodwill. But they didn't do that, and then they sold us broken games, and on top of that, they just updated the bundle shop. It's like, okay. I mean, granted, Cold War had a much better season of content compared to how Vanguard's doing. Love 5, Shangri-La. So those are the self-contained maps. You don't like BO3 story-wise. I didn't like Primus at first, however, I did like... Yeah, I like the darker serious tones. No, I don't know really any modern musicians, especially in that realm. Sabai, unless you posted something about him. Well, what about the Forsaken map then? And if you like the old zombies, then I don't think it would be fair for you to use the whole multiplayer maps as assets argument, because they were much more reused prior to BO2 and BO3. So if you like World at War and BO1, then I don't think that argument would hold up for you. I do wish they made more self-contained maps. Like, I don't like Mob of the Dead, but I do think that it's cool as hell, you know? So, like that premise. It just... And that's why Zombies is amazing, because you can constantly return to the other games. See, Primus was great in BO4. Ultimus, I didn't really like in that game. Felt like they were kind of annoying. What could cause the game they were like Vanguard? Like Vanguard zombies? It's just so weird with Vanguard, man, because like how I understand Treyarch. I mean, I'm still not happy with it, but I understand their excuse a little bit more than Sledgehammer's. Like, Sledgehammer doesn't have an excuse. They were given an extra year. An extra year. And it's just so bad. Treyarch has been stepping in and saving everyone's ass. Well, basically, everybody but Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward's been doing fine on their own. I just don't really get, I just don't really get why they won't be more open with us and say, you know, we're sorry about the product we made. We're gonna do something special for you guys or whatever. They just said, we hear you and we're fixing it. It's like, well, the fuck does that mean? Like, you're just gonna fix it? You're not gonna make it up to us? Like, cool, man. Okay, but why not use that same enthusiasm to talk about Forsaken? Like, in Forsaken, I mean, I'm just using your argument again on Forsaken. Like, in Forsaken, you go to a facility where they're, you know, about to harness the Dark Ether or some shit, I forget exactly. And you end up releasing the ultimate entity from the Dark Ether, and he's giant, and Samantha Maxis is flying around the map. You have a wonder weapon that is from the Dark Ether that is crystals, and it's an axe and like a machine gun. I mean, I'm just... A new player would say that. You know what I mean? So I just think it's all about like when you played it and the perspective, because that dopamine hit of zombies being exhilarating, it fades, man. That like what impressed you back in the day, like you've just seen it before. So I don't really know what they could do to impress you. I mean, with BO4, you know, they had these beautiful set pieces. Like in Blood of the Dead, there was like that whole catwalk scene, and the cut scene in Blood of the Dead was so good. In Alpha Omega, we're fighting the Avogadro with the Chaos crew. We're on Pegasus, and it's just... Yeah, see, I feel differently than you about this particular story being taken seriously. When I can play as Samantha Maxis and then go save Samantha Maxis, that to me is stupid as hell. I feel like this story wasn't serious at all. I actually felt like it was very cheesy and like such a cliche hero's journey. And when you can play as Rambo and John McClane, I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Magic bullet.
And also,
Window expired. We'll circle back.
you don't have to like take the story seriously, you know what I mean? Like you take it as seriously as you want to. So it's, you know, when I was getting into zombies, I didn't take the story seriously at all when I was getting into it again, when I started with BO3. So I really felt like the gameplay is what hooked me, and all the set pieces were just awesome. Like, I didn't really know what was going on, but I thought it was fucking sick. And even today, I still think that getting the crystal axe and getting the, you know, getting to that boss fight was still awesome. I still think so. And some kid who you know, hasn't played zombies like we have is probably going to feel the same way we felt when we were playing Moon and shit. Oh yeah, the sexual misconduct as well. Well, their extra year didn't do shit.
Tag them back.
No, I agree, HR&R. Like, if they apologize, they would be liable for legal action, especially against their shareholders. I don't really. I guess I shouldn't have said I want an apology, but I would just like them to make up for it somehow. That wouldn't get them legally in trouble, because I don't want them to be well, Activision can go suck it, but like, I don't want most of the devs to be getting legal hot water, because that's just bad for us. Yeah, I just think being able to, because I actually, so I really liked the World War II zombies storyline. I thought it was actually pretty dope.
Your friends will join you soon.
And you could switch characters in that game, and it didn't really bother me. I think they did a much better job than Cold War. I mean, you can play whoever you want. I think it's fine. I mean, I just don't think you like COD anymore. And that's okay. But I think to say that it's inherently bad is just not true, because tons of people still love it. I think that they're screwing a lot of things up development-wise and through customer relations. But this game is a good game. Because a lot of the things that you're saying can still be applied to this game. It's just all about your perspective and what you like. Like I said, you could say, in Team Machina, you go to the Dark Ether and there's these giant jellyfish everywhere, and there's these dogs chasing you, and a fucking radioactive guy while I try to get this giant elemental fucking huge wonder weapon. And it was just, I felt so immersed, and like I can just imagine somebody saying that, you know? Like, to me, I think it's cool. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but the gameplay loop here is absolutely is absolutely great. Firebase C is just a shit show. There's nothing good about that. Like,
You will not be missed.
I can't really defend Firebase C, if I'm being honest. Easter egg's okay, the wonder weapon's okay, but I hate those rounds. Those like defense rounds. Oh my god. Yeah, I want to see Journey 2 HR&R. Like, I really want to see shit like. I thought the Black Ops 3 story was good. Like, I didn't know at the time that people hated Revelations, so to me, I was like, ooh, this is interesting. I don't really quite understand this. What's going on? And I thought having the two universes blend together was cool because Ultimus was silly and wacky and Premise was serious, and I like, but see, with the serious characters, we got way better maps, and that's why I think the serious tone is ultimately better for zombies, because Origins, Mob, Dreisendracht, Shadows, all of these classic top tier maps. Oh, I guess I did miss it. I thought... I also didn't want to, like, call you old. Because you're not that old. You're a little bit older than me, so if you're old, then I'm old. And I don't want that to be true.
You're never going to win.
Yeah, but I don't really give a shit if the maps have anything to do with each other or not. Like, they can always link something up with a story. Like, they can just be like, oh, we teleported or whatever. Like, because in BO3, I don't really feel like the maps had much to do with each other. Like, one's in a city, one's in a castle, one's on an island, one's in a ruined city, one's in space. Like, they just were all connected by the story. So I don't really think that matters as much. But I do think the self-contained maps are necessary inside of that, like, story arc that they're creating. Like, having like a Mob of the Dead, like, while they were telling the Victus story and then they throw Mob and Origins in there, it's like it's so nice to have, like, other stuff outside of the self-contained, like, outside of the arc. That should be like the side mode, you know what I mean? Like these weird experimental maps that have unique feature sets, rather than multiplayer Outbreak or Onslaught mode. Granted, Onslaught Nuketown is pretty fun. Are you really almost 50? Exactly. Blundell is the reason we have all the iconic maps. And it also sounds like, Grape, you like the Zelensky era of zombies, and I think the Zelensky era was terrible. So that could be, I just kind of thought of that right now. So that could be a kind of a big crux to this disagreement here. But yeah, I think we need more iconic maps. That's the whole reason why Cold War suffered in my eyes. But the gameplay loop for Cold War is just excellent. Yeah, see, that makes sense. That all makes sense now. I think Zelensky's maps were absolutely trash. Like, I don't like Moon. I don't like I never really played Transit. I don't like didn't he make Ascension? Like, I don't like Ascension. Maybe that's Blundell. I'm not sure. I don't like it either way. I like Shino Numa. I like... That's probably why I didn't like him. Well, say... Cool Gamer Z, say that to Grape. He'll probably disagree with you so much. But I would actually agree with you, Gamer Z, about how they're closer to Zelensky style maps because they used much more of the multiplayer map assets than well, they always reuse the multiplayer assets, but they were much more like on the nose as opposed to how they were in BO3 and BO4 where yeah, they did take stuff from multiplayer and they did take stuff from campaign, but they twisted in a way where it definitely feels unique. And I didn't feel like they did that very well inside of Cold War. This has been an interesting conversation. Definitely thinking some things that I have never thought before. It's always good. I think the Vanguard story is interesting, but did bad things for the gameplay similar to BO4. See, I think since I'll say this again since since I already said this, but since you're coming in now, but I think Black Ops 4 is the best zombies that they've ever made. That's my personal opinion. No, dude, I absolutely agree. I think they made Vanguard's a little harder. They're going with that fantastical realm again, with the you know, red dark ether, you know, shit or whatever. And I just think that now that we understand like systemically what they want to do with like how they've changed all these systems with Cold War, you know, we can see kind of like what they want to do with the future of zombies. I think all we need is great maps and we're back in business. And it shows that they still want to do that fantastical stuff and that they can still make good boss fights with good mechanics. They're just a little too easy. The Forsaken had tons of fantastical shit in it. Vanguard has tons of fantastical shit in it. Mauer and Outbreak and Forsaken were all good boss fights. Forsaken's was just so fucking easy. They cheesed the Outbreak one. Like, I'm tired of them making the boss fights super hard and then the fans going, meh, it's too hard. And then them tweaking it. They should be like, dude, you played it one fucking time. Give it a month. If it's still super hard, we'll tweak it. If no one can do it, we'll tweak it. Like, if they made it unfair, that's one thing. But they, like, make it overly fair. Well, what do you consider the Zelensky era? And also, it's also interesting, in my opinion, because Blundell was there, and Blundell made Durice, which is the map that revolutionized zombies to what we know today. They added the Easter eggs, so that was all Blundell. Blundell made Mob and Origins. I don't know who made Nuketown. Probably Zelensky. But I don't know. And I don't know much about BO1. There was 5, Kino. Didn't Blundell make Kino? There was such a mix in that era. I just don't know. No, Doris was the first Easter egg. There was the fly trap Easter egg. That was the first little hidden quest that we had ever had. He didn't make Kino? Okay.
My lucky day.
Yeah, that's why boss fights need to literally be hard, because if I beat it the first fucking try, well, then it's not a boss fight, is it? I'm not. But that's where it started. But that's how it turned into more. Blundell and his team created Pack-a-Punch, you know, the camo, the quest for Pack-a-Punch, like a little quest to turn on Pack-a-Punch and power. They added the little hidden Easter egg, which in turn turned into bigger Easter eggs and bigger Easter eggs. So I just think Blundell's the real pioneer, not Zelensky.
There is
No, he definitely made Doris. He was definitely on the team that built Doris. I think he was more than an assistant.
You were already dead. I this.
Because it's like saying Blundell made Gorod Krovi. Like, Blundell didn't make Gorod Krovi. Like, Blundell, like, that Corky guy, like, made Gorod Krovi. He was, like, the lead designer of that map. So I think Blundell was, like, the team leader of the like, he was the leader of the subgroup that made Doris. I think that's what it was. Because Kevin Drew, like, assisted on a ton of stuff with Mob of the Dead and Origins and Ancient Evil. So, like, they split everything up. And Blundell's ideas are what has revolutionized the mode. And Zelensky might be in charge, but that's like saying Zelensky created zombies when he didn't, you know? So I just think wasn't he a studio head during Black Ops 3? I think he was a co-studio head during Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. Well, how so? I'd like to know more about Zelensky. I feel like there's not a ton of info about him. The only reason I know stuff about Blundell is because I happen to live through both of the eras where Blundell was putting out maps. What's wrong with Barry? Oh yeah, what about Die Rise? That map's awful.
I'm getting over.
It's just so weird to me because literally, yeah, I agree Blundell is better. But at the same time, it's like they should have just let Zelensky like finish that year. You know what I mean? Like finish the Black Ops 2 year. Yeah, that's the whole other thing about Outbreak. Outbreak is such a cool idea, but they really screwed it up. They really screwed it up by not giving us original zombies maps with it. I think they wanted to do stuff like that on Transit, but they really just didn't have the tech to do it. Or to execute it the way they wanted to. Because it's got to be a very unique puzzle to solve as a developer. Because they have to solve the issue of...
Big enough for you all.
They have to solve the issue of, you know, creating the idea and then fitting it inside of of specific parameters of a game, which they are a side mode of, so they don't get as much resource or as many resources. Dude, this box being open is pissing me off. Zelensky left by that time. He made the 3 as an agreement.
We call that a twofer.
I don't think so at all. I think that there's a part of the community that's going, why is everybody stuck in BO3 days? Move on, move on. Why are you stuck in the past? There's those people. But it's like, well, it's not really about being stuck in the past. It's more like,
Team, got another exfil
they've
window.
just changed zombies so much that, you know, hardcore fans are like just concerned because they love the mode and they don't want to get one map that's a remake of a map that they played 10 years ago and then not get anything for, I don't know, 4 months. They want communication. They don't want broken games. The way we get content now has changed so much that, you know, it's not even fair to say, it's not even fair to compare. Like, people like to say, for example, they like to say, well, if BO3 came out now, everybody would just hate it because the time in between Gorod and Zetsubo was forever. It was so slow, and everybody hated Zetsubo on launch. Fortnite hadn't existed yet. The landscape of gaming and content drips hadn't really... The landscape hadn't shifted, and that content drip feed method wasn't really invented yet. It was still the DLC pack method, so it's not, you can't even compare the eras from a consumer standpoint. And that's really what I care about when it comes to Call of Duty is how are they treating us as consumers, because we're paid customers. We're paying customers. And I have no problem paying them for stuff as long as they're delivering on it. And it's like they have been barely delivering on it and delivering on things too late, and it's just been, I don't know, it's kind of eye-opening in a way, also very frustrating. I love Zetsubo, but I was talking about the wait in between the two maps. Yeah, Jason Blundell is amazing. Yeah, no, I know. Everybody thinks that Blundell is gonna make another zombies mode. I'm like, why would he make another zombies mode? Like, why would he leave Activision with a team that's experienced in making zombies to go make a zombies mode? Just doesn't make any sense. I'm pretty sure he is just gonna, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make either a first-person shooter that's fantastical, like basically Ancient Evil the shooter, or like a God of War type game. Oh, well, if it's Mr. Zone 2, I better remove his mod status. Okay, mod status removed.
Face it, I do you a favor.
Whoops. No, it's Zone 2.0. I don't trust the update. It's like Windows 11. I don't trust it.
You dumb to live? So just die. You go to hell.
Really? You think they're gonna make like a 2D platformer game? Wow. I definitely can't see them making a 2D platformer game. That seems so amateur. They literally have all of the, like Jason's even said, like they have some of the best talent in the world. And they want to create something different. And I think at worst it'll be a third-person open world title. At best it'll be a third-person cinematic story game with RPG elements, but is a single-player narrative-driven. That's what I hope it is. If they make a shooter, that's fine. I hope they don't. I don't really want another multiplayer shooter. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. Loadouts hurt the progression in zombies, and operators hurt the story. Yeah, I definitely wish there weren't loadouts, but now that the game's over, I like them a little bit. There are 60 guns in this game. So it's nice to not have to sit and hit the box 40, million times. But yeah, I would rather have no loadouts than loadouts. Operators do suck, but remember World War II had a similar system, so they could have a crew and still have operators, and even sell more shit if they the crew was likable. Imagine multiple skins for. Well, they actually kind of did that. Like, they just had, like, you can play as Maxis and Weaver, so it's kind of like that. But like, imagine if, you could play as them and they would have lines, or you could play as, Adler, and it doesn't really make a difference. There's just no lines, I guess. That's how it should be. loadouts, they really get weak quick. Like, you cannot keep a red gun for very long, even if it's a LMG. Yeah, we need a set crew. I really hope they bring back a set crew. I've never played Hollow Knight, so I can't speak to that. We're on RedTube right now, Mr. Zone. What are you talking about? Wait, are we talking about Deviations game or are we talking about COD 2023? See, I don't think they did. I don't think they tried to make her a lesbian. I think that they did it as fan service. I think that they like Craig Houston just wrote something, and then I think they did it as a meme to the community because the community started memeing it.
I bathe in your entrails.
Yeah, they never really talked about it though. I'm in their defense, Grape. They really never talked about it. It was the community that did that. It wasn't really Craig. Craig, there was like one letter where basically Samantha was like, you know, I love Gray or I'm close with Gray. She's like more than a friend. But that could mean she's like family. Like my brother, I have a friend Zach, and Zach's my brother. You know what I mean? Like he's more than a friend. So it's not. Maybe that's what they meant. And then Craig is like, oh, I think we can score points on this because they've never really done that before. They never talk about that kind of shit. But you're saying it like it was a trick. I don't think it was a trick. I think the community just memed it into existence. Because the community is full of fucking weirdos who care about that kind of shit. They did add more, wait, the issue is you don't have a set crew, you can't repress their story. Yeah, but I think that they need to have, operators or unlockable characters. Like, Sledgehammer did it right with World War II Zombies. They had, like, 50 or 60 unlockable characters that you could get just by completing Easter eggs. And there was all these skins, but when you would play as them, they would have general lines like whatever operator, like this. But then when you would play as Olivia or I forget their names, Marie, and I forget their names. But when you would play as the main crew, like then they would have voice lines. That's what they should do. Have a set crew. Yeah, there needs to be like unlockable stuff. And then they can have paid skins too, but we need to have rewards for doing shit. Doing challenges and shit.
I'm getting all the kills.
Yeah, but I just don't think that well, wait, Leto, but their game is a PlayStation exclusive. So they're gonna have all the money they need. For sure.
I'm not tired, are you?
I just realized what you were saying. Like they're working with PlayStation. PlayStation does not put out shitty titles. So it's gonna be a banger. Yeah, I honestly hate sex in movies. I hate I hate all that stuff. I've hated it since I was a kid.
It is over for you.
Like, I've always hated, like, sex scenes and you know, when they, like, explore. If it's, like, a romantic movie intentionally, that's different. Or maybe if, like, I don't know, American Beauty is one of my favorite movies of all time. And people fall in love and stuff, but the premise is about a man that is going through a midlife crisis and then refines himself. So it's like, I mean, I don't care if these things happen along the way, but when it's just like this forced, like, you have to watch it. I've never liked that stuff. I understand that you're saying you're blaming the community, but I'm saying you said they fell for it, and I was saying that when it's framed that way, it sounds like you're saying that they deliberately set up a trap or something, and it's like, I just think the community is just weird like that, and they just care about things that aren't important. And they do that with a lot of shit. It's not even just the story. Yeah, I did see the video. I was gonna do a reaction to it, but it wasn't really a lot to react to. Well, it's all good. Yes, I actually 100% agree with that, Z. They really did handle the director situation correctly. They didn't ham-fist it in there. They just were like, yo, it's Eddie. What up? I do too. I wish they would have continued on with Chaos. But our community fucking missed the mark big time. When it came to Black Ops 4. They fucked up 100%. Wow, that...
War machine, bringing it. Soon we'll...
Oh my god. No, dude, Chaos was dope. Are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck with me, I fuck with you. Are you scared? You should be.
Didn't think we'd end up here. Yeah, whoa, 100%. Don't you remember the end of Forsaken? To be continued? It's not going anywhere. It's their selling point. And, you know, it is the best of both worlds, so I just hope they do a good job. That's all I care about. I hope they just give us awesome maps, a crew. You can still have operators and shit, swap them in, whatever.
Kill.
But
Exfil window available.
it is kind of annoying, isn't it? This is bothering me. Isn't that cartoon, like, alien thing? is like really hard to do. Get this last challenge. I don't think I've ever seen it. I'm a little confused about the leaks. I put out a video talking about it, but I don't quite understand them. Because, like, what the hell is a cool gun? You know?
Nice goal. While it lasted. Body drop.
So, yeah, we still haven't gotten we still haven't gotten Dark Ether on this one. Yeah, that's what I mean, that's what the leak is, but that there's no like true confirmation on that. All right, brother, see you, man. So the only reason that it's
Are you scared? You should.
the only reason that they're saying that it's gonna be a ray gun variant is because it has like some similar code to the ray gun. So I don't know. We'll see.
Practical rifle is more fitting.
So they removed the ray gun entirely because I thought they were both in there. So you're telling me that there's new information that they've removed the ray gun entirely and it's just the cool gun now? Because I've seen the line of code. It says cool gun, and then like 4 lines down it says ray gun. So I'm curious if it's been changed. And I don't care if it has. I just want to know what the correct status is.
Flamethrower available for use.
War machine, nades out.
For use.
When did that happen? Honestly, I don't even care at this point. I just want to see what they're doing with this mode. I'm kind of interested now. I just want to see Vanguard as an experiment. Like, the community's dead for right now. We're in a rebuilding phase. The game's fucked. They screwed us over. That's it. You know, that I've already accepted that. So I want to see where they take it, you know? I don't think there's going to be much redemption, but I'm going to give it a fair shake. That's what I've been doing. So try to cover it, and everybody knows how pissed I was regarding everybody knows how pissed I was regarding the launch of that game, so I did not let it be a secret. Okay, that's just honestly bullshit.
It's a cold day in hell. Those will feast this day. Just wasn't your day, was it?
Where did you hear this information? Because that's not... Because I'm always trying to find new sources for videos and stuff. And I heard just something completely different, so...
You will never walk.
Oh.
Don't need 2 eyes to see this is what they. Go back to the hell you came from.
Well, I'm gonna have to look to... Oh my god, Jesus.
I'm getting all the kills.
I'm gonna look to see if what information has been updated, because... Well, yeah, I mean, we're way past Christmas, so I figured that has been canceled. I don't even think it's necessary that it was canceled. We don't know if it was ever, like, gonna come. Like, yeah, the files were in the game, but that doesn't ever really mean anything. It's definitely an implication, but they can take shit out so fast. But yeah, if they would have added Jingle Hells, that would have happened already. But if what you're talking about is from the videos I think you're talking about, then I'm still pretty sure that it's that the ray gun is still in the game, or in the files. So I hope that it's the ray gun and the cool gun, not just the cool gun. I'm telling you guys, Vanguard is a fluke. Vanguard is a fluke. No, Vanguard's a fluke, man. Treyarch had no fucking time to make it. They weren't probably really ever supposed to. It's gonna come back. Cold War was... Dude, Cold War was amazing for zombies. People love Cold War. I think the cool gun... I think the cool gun is just simple to put. The ray gun... Wait. I think the cool gun is just simple to put the ray gun... Wait, what? Can you... I don't understand what you said. I think the cool gun is just simple to put the ray gun in there. What does that mean? I feel like there's a word missing or a comma. I don't understand. Like, I'm confused. The cool gun is just simple to put the... Maybe simply? The cool gun is just simply to put the ray gun in there, because they can have a bunch of variants for the basic version. Yeah, but what I'm asking you, and I still don't feel like... I still think it's in... What I mean is they removed it out of the files and they put it into the new file instead of just putting it into a separate file.
Got something extra for that one.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. I just want something in there. So Leto, let's just like break it down for just a sec. So Black Ops 4 Zombies launched on a full development cycle, hot off the heels of BO3. BO Cold War, BOCW launched off of the heels of BO4, which everybody, you know, hated for whatever reason. And during a pandemic, also while they had to take over for another development studio. So the fact that they recovered Cold War and still made a pretty decent zombies mode, and this last update for Vanguard actually made it feel like zombies, just one update. I have faith in Treyarch. I don't have faith in Activision. Like, I just read something about them fucking making the engines all the same. That made me sad. I do not want to play fucking Modern Warfare 2 Treyarch zombies. Like, that just sounds awful to me. Holy shit.
Exfil available.
Yeah, I don't think it's what they, you know, I don't think it's what they wanted to give us, but the fact that they're still updating it, the fact that they're still moving forward with it, the fact that they redeemed Cold War, I don't think Zombies is dead. I think Treyarch has just been screwed. Oh, well, that's very nice of your mom. It's a little strange, but it's nice of her. I don't know why your mom would be up at 2 a.m., but... Why is this camo, like... Yeah, and future games are the best games. No, they most definitely couldn't. And that was those droughts between maps. But basically from Outbreak's Easter egg on, the Cold War game felt very complete. You know, Warzone is what sucks. Warzone is just fucking awful. Warzone needs to die.
Look, I'm getting all the kills.
Yeah, and I don't think they're gonna have that problem with what's it called? With COD 2023. I think that they're gonna do a lot better. I really do feel like they're gonna learn from their mistakes. Hopefully the pandemic won't be punishing people to stay at home as often, and they can like work however they desire. Yeah, I covered all that stuff in a video a few days ago. I hope so too. Do I agree with your mom? Well, I mean, I know she didn't really say that, so there's nothing to agree with.
Target deleted.
If Warzone would die, my life would be so much better. I don't hate the Shadow Man. Why are you saying
Call
that?
that a twofer.
Do you have a gun that's not digital that I could use on myself? You know, it's really interesting comparing American culture to how people in Pakistan would act. I agree. I do think it's interesting. It is very different, and that's why I was asking, you know, how you felt about the war in the Middle East. Oh yeah, Blackout was way better. Warzone sucks. And do you think we'll get more of those interesting maps? That's what I hope so. That's why future games are better, because they don't have to stick inside of the realm of reality. Reality is fucking stupid. Why would I want to be in reality? I live in reality. I don't need... I don't fucking need, like, D Machina. Like, I want 14 Derision tracks. You know what I mean? I don't need to go to a lab. I want to go to a castle with dragons and mechs and shit. Like, that's so much more fun. Bro, like, how many fucking times do I have to do this? Why isn't this camo unlocked yet? I know, that's what I'm saying when people are like, oh, we want realism. Why? Then why are you playing a fucking video game? If you want realism, go outside. It's like, Jesus. Can this camo just pop, please, for once? It's like, I can't not get hit. I'm so sick of facilities. Like, facilities can go suck a dick. Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard was so saddening to look at. Yeah, and oh my god. So none of those zombies that just died, none of that counted.
Operating flamethrower. Glad you could share that bullet.
I was surprised that people use mother effer curse word so much. Yeah, but yes, it's true what you're saying. Like, you know, they're saying mother effer, but they're not like really talking about their mom. You know, like it's almost yes, that's literally like what it means, but that's not like what it means. I mean, I'm sure you know that.
Neutralized.
See, like a word that like you're not supposed to use in the US that they use in the UK is like cunt. Like you're not supposed to say that in the US. Call somebody a cunt is a bad thing to do. But in the UK they use it like all the time for whatever they want.
Operating flamethrower.
And like saying the N-word or the gay F slur is also a big deal. But motherfucker is just like yeah, they're talking about someone's mom, I guess, but they're not really. But in the UK, you guys aren't saying it. You guys don't use it like. In the UK, you guys don't like use it to call. I mean, you guys do call people that, but you also use it as just like in passing. I don't know, like when you're driving and someone cuts you off, you know, you'll say it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like a term of endearment almost. I know, and that's Gamer Z. That's literally why I was so. I mean, I feel like you're kind of new to the channel, but when Vanguard was coming out, dude, I was reacting. Or when Vanguard trailers were coming out, you should have saw my reacts, bro. I was so hyped. How long have you lived here, Leto? Don't you? So I was talking about you today to a friend of mine. IRL friend, and you do live in the United States, right? And then where again? I forget where you were saying you lived. Maybe you never did say. Oh my God, 2 months? Oh, okay, all right, yeah. So literally, when people say you're a motherfucker or fuck you, you stupid fucker or something like that, they're not talking about your mom. They're just.
Wait your turn. I have plenty.
If Jersey, that's right. If somebody was like your mom's a whore or something, then they're literally attacking your mom. Like that's a deliberate. They're saying shit about your mom. But they have to specify. Motherfucker doesn't. It just that. It honestly, it's like if you stub your toe and you're like, ah, motherfucker. That's literally like what it means. Holy shit. These stupid things. Yeah, it's more like, oh, you don't have to say it. Don't say anything you don't want to say. I need to stop swearing. When we're playing video games and stuff, I swear way too much. I normally don't swear as much in real life, but for some reason when I'm playing video games, I do. Biggest L in Vanguard Zombies is not having round-based maps. So I definitely agree with that, but if they're gonna do what they're gonna do with this bullshit, then they need to just put the void objective on every single map or whatever. Let me go to high rounds on the windmill map. Let me go to high rounds on the Shinanuma. Let me go to high rounds on Hotel Royale. Let me go to high rounds on Stalingrad. Why am I just limited to Shinonuma? The objective isn't that crazy. No, there are a lot of issues with the game. That's why I'm telling you guys, Vanguard, you don't see it now. Vanguard is the biggest blessing in disguise. It is. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. Well, it's either two things. It's either the biggest blessing in disguise, or it's the end of Call of Duty. One or the other. I think it's the biggest blessing in disguise. Do you guys remember Infinite or Advanced Warfare zombies? Like, do you remember how bad that game was? And how bad the zombies were? And how we had Burger Town or some shit? And I think it will do more than just fix Treyarch's next game. I think it'll fix... I think it might show Activision they need to get their shit together. Because this is not a good year for them. Bro.
I'm getting all the kills.
Exactly. They've definitely shown. I'm picking a different. I don't know what to pick. They're all shitty. Exo Zombies is not good. You had to pack a punch, you had to pack a punch 25 times. Or like 20 times. It was insane.
Well down.
And that's what I'm saying, Gamers Z. If people want to take a break off zombies, then Vanguard's the year to do it.
Soon we'll be knee-deep in corpses.
Like, if they think Vanguard's so bad, just let the gameplay be. Just let them go through it. Let Treyarch go through their growing pains. And eventually, we'll get the next COD.
Shot's good.
Death Perception's such a good perk.
Make sweet music.
Dude, why am I not getting Dark Ether? No. Zone. Can you just talk to me like a normal person? There's a normal question. I used to work out pretty regularly, but I've actually stopped and I've stagnated. I gained like probably like 50 pounds and I started working out and I lost about 20 pounds. So I have like 30 to 40 to get to where I want to be, to more to lose, but I just kind of stopped working out.
Next exfil window is up.
Me too. And I like it. And I also think that my, I also think that $1 American is worth 1 American dog turd. So, there's also that to consider. Well, I just don't know what I'm supposed to say. I feel like you're talking to me like I'm a baby or something. It's just like I don't know what I'm supposed to say. It's like I don't really want you to feed me through the screen. I'm a grown-ass man. No, I don't think it will. If they bring back perk limits, then I don't want it to. I like it inside of the PAP machine, but if they have no perk limits, then they should. If they're not going to have the tier system anymore, then why the fuck not? Fuck. Holy shit.
Let's wind up boys.
Why won't this camo pop?
Exfil window closed, strike team.
Yo, what's up, Zombro? I don't really care if Elemental Pop comes back, but fucking, I don't think any of the camos are broken.
There is no grave big enough for you all.
I mean, all of the other, I've gotten like most of the challenges. I don't know if I answered the question all the way, but basically, I want Electric Cherry to return. No, but dude, I've killed so many fucking zombies.
Wait your turn. I have plenty of bullets for everyone.
Oh, bro. It's bad, dude. It is so bad. Well, first of all, I used to live in LA, and in LA, like a good price for a gallon of gas was like $2.50 to $3, and when I got back to Ohio, gas was like $1.20. Gas is like $2.40 a gallon here, and sometimes $3 depending on where you go, but mostly around $2.50-ish. And then also, I normally, when I first moved back here, getting like a cart full of groceries, like a normal cart, a big cart, you know, that like the big cart with where the kid can sit in it or whatever on the front. A full cart of groceries. Not saying like it, like just a mix of name brand and a mix of store-bought shit. Would cost around $200. It's basically doubled. So if you want, so about half of that amount of shit is about $200. So it's insane. Yes, I have heard about that map coming back, the Transit remake. Yes, Biden is a Alzheimer's patient idiot, and he should not be allowed to be the president, but we don't really live. There we go. See, I knew it would pop. Just had to figure out a strategy. The photography, I haven't actually been putting a lot of effort in this particular month. I had an editing job earlier. There we go. Okay, so does that mean Dark Ether is good, or?
That's enough for me. What can I tell you?
Pretty sure that's the last camo. What do you say, shopping trolley? I don't know, it's like being weird. This camo's like not unlocking. Yeah, well, in America, we have the illusion of electing a president. It's quite fun. Okay, I have no idea what's going on.
Cruise missile awaiting deployment.
I'm gonna go get some. Hello, Governor. Did you get me my shopping trolley? Well, yes, but it's not, so there are, it's not like there's just like, well, okay. So the Electoral College system isn't just like 50 dudes sitting in a room and they're like, you know, well, the population voted this way. What do we think? It's not quite like that. That's kind of reductive what I just did. Basically, how the Electoral College works is every state has a certain amount of votes based off of their population. So California has like the biggest population, and Texas they have the biggest population. So they have a ton of Electoral College votes. I think it's like I don't even remember what it is. I know the total amount of votes that the president needs to win is like 270 or something. Oh, they did? Okay, interesting. But what's interesting in the United States is actually the Electoral College does not have to utilize, does not have to pick what the constituents said. I don't think a lot of people know that. So, like, if Ohio voted for a Republican, if the Electoral College feels like there was, like, foul play or something, they actually could veto that and I think put in a different vote altogether, which is quite interesting. I think it's like a safety precaution. Well, I can't think of one leader in the world that I trust. That's interesting. I like all this information you're teaching me about Pakistan. I mean, obviously I didn't know anything. I thought it was in the Middle East until yesterday, so.
Establishing decoy.
Probably should have saved that.
Good fight.
Alright, Dark Aether better have unlocked. Okay, well. Oh my god, I was... Oh, it was critical kills. Son of a bitch. I thought it was this one. Needed literally 80 more. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom. Hey. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I used to do this all the time. Yeah, it's actually not that hard to use a credit card to pick a door. Yeah, I need to shut it and turn off the light and stuff. Hold on. Yeah, they've been a bit of a letdown. I do like the new what's it called? I do like the new song. Oh my god, that's the Vanguard Damned song. I like that. I don't even know what D Machina's song was. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, Damned 5 is really good, I think. I don't know if I remember that song. How do you unlock it?
Welcome back, Strike Team. Time to go to work.
Because it's ugly.
Strike team, we've lost comms with a scientific research unit at a mobile data station in your region.
Like, I don't want to
My team
play a
will
map
handle this
that's
array.
ugly.
We'll report in when we reach the site.
Like, I don't see the point.
You will not be missed.
And that map is just absolutely hideous. The Easter egg is okay. The boss fight is a very big disappointment. The boss fight, literally, I was just like, holy shit. When that guy came out, the Orda came out, I was like, holy crap, that's so sick. And the mechanics for Orda are pretty cool, but it's just a bullet sponge. But at the same time, like, my biggest thing is like, if I don't want to be in your space, then I'm not gonna want to explore your space. So that's why I liked BO3 so much, because they literally created these epic they created these epic set pieces to Rise and Drag. You're in this amazing, beautiful castle, and you want to explore the castle. Like, I don't want to explore Firebase. Like, I think it's just a hideous shithole. I've never been a fan of desert maps, but I actually really like Collateral. It's crazy. You've been watching me for 2 months now. You like my thumbnails and commentary at best. What do you mean, hero? But I don't really think Firebase C has bad map design or anything. It's kind of standard fanfare for Treyarch. Center area with 3 areas off. It's basically like Gorod.
like they were preparing the specimen for processing. We'll complete the scan.
Roger that, Weaver. Strike team, grab the specimen and place it in the
I just don't...
analyzer.
Bullet sponging should not be... There should be tanky enemies. Tanky, slightly bullet spongy enemies are fine if they have, like, armor or something. But it should not be a boss mechanic. Like... The fact that...
This is a weapon-rich environment.
Yeah, I don't like this map in multiplayer either. It's better in zombies, but it's I just don't like hopping from boat to boat to boat. I don't know. I kind of don't hate it. I don't know.
Position. Protect the DASA station until upload is complete.
Hold them off. We can't risk losing this data.
Holy shit. Oh. I see. Yeah, I mean, I don't really pride myself on being like an amazing player or anything. I mean, I don't think I'm shitty, but that's not like what I'm here to do. Like, there are players out there that are way fucking better than me.
Communicating. That translates to all that is on the way.
Strike team. Damn it. That's another team gone.
I suck at playing on a controller, man. I am just so bad at it. I don't know why I thought playing on my Xbox would be fun today. Guys, I really have to go, but I feel like I have to get the camo unlocked. I hate going against my own thoughts. Outbreak is definitely better than Vanguard Zombies, that's for sure. I like playing on PC better, but yeah. No, I'm glad your flu's getting better, bro. Yeah, I need to go to sleep, but I want to get this camo unlocked because I said I was going to do it. I didn't realize that. How the fuck does Lego do these challenges where he does Dark Ether in one game? Like, how the hell does he do that? That must take so... Like, he must have to get to round 1,000,000. Good night, Leto.
Eliminate all hostiles. We need this breach under control. Killing the undead powers the orb. Why the orb exists is unclear, but it helps us fight through the breach zones.
You know, this is basically Nuketown Zombies. Let's see, your mom's sick and you're sick. What the fuck's going on over there, bro? It's also 2 in the morning. Oh, I guess it's actually only midnight here for you. Have a good night. Have a good night, man. Feel better.
Go to hell.
What? I don't even know what that sentence says. No, no, I wouldn't say that.
Get ready. Something may come through.
I don't even. I'm not sure how. What? I don't know.
You'll encounter more as you
I'm not
explore.
gonna kill you. Not yet, at least.
For any.
Okay. But if I was gonna kill you, I would
The shambling days
probably
are
use
over.
just like. I'd probably drown you. That's probably what I would do.
Fish on a barrel. Wrapped in howling fish.
Yeah, man, I'd appreciate it, but I mean, you don't have to do that, dude. You don't have to like show people the channel. I mean, I appreciate it, but like, I don't expect anybody to do that.
Not enough
Yeah, I
kills
mean,
for the
everybody in my life knows that I get to kill them at least once. I think the worst way to die would be buried alive. Thought about this before. Any form of suffocation freaks me out. I also have a fear that dying will hurt, and like I'll be in perma pain, like perma perks, but perma pain.
Conventional tear coming up. Be ready for a fight. Put that bastard out of his misery.
I see you, man. Feel better. Oh, big time. The Green Tiger animated is a joke. The Pack-a-Punch camos, they definitely look cool, but they're not cool. You know, like they should be animated. But whatever. I would rather be set on fire than drowned or buried alive.
He's done.
Wow, really? No dark ether wrenches, no nothing?
That felt pretty decisive to me.
Now I kind of want tacos.
I call it an off switch.
Have a good night, Zone, man. Just feel better, all right? This fever is getting to you.
No one's gonna fucking with you.
I'm content with the pack cam. I'm fucking angry.
Fuck with you.
Oh, wait. Did we get Dark Ether? Did it open? Ah, I missed it. Did it just pop?
Aim for the head. It usually works.
Yeah, no, I agree, HR and R. Like, the fact that we had something as beautiful in Forsaken, and then it was just absolutely dog shit inside of, Vanguard with no animations or anything. It's very sad.
Dimensional tear near your position.
Oh, well,
Hope you're ready
I'll be
for a
praying
fight.
for your mom, dude. That sucks.
No survivors, strike team.
Does she have COVID? What the fuck just happened? Whatever. We're done with that camo. I know, that's what really pissed me off. Yeah, I don't have any intention of like I do want to go for it because I want to get the gold camo. I like the gold camo a lot. I think that's beautiful. There she is. Dude. God, Dark Ether was so beautiful. Honestly, all the camos, most of the camos inside of Gold Viper, I thought was kind of dog shit. Like, it should, like, the Black Ops 4 camos were so good. This one, I just absolutely just was disgusting. This was the most disgusting camo I have ever seen in my life. Like, this is not diamond. This is just purple dot. The diamond camo in BO4, the gold camo in BO4 was perfect. The camos in BO4 were top tier, and they fucked up big time in this game. I mean, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they're not that good. Okay, PPSH, I think I did that one. OTS 9. OTS 9, I think I still need to do. Oh no, I did? Oh yeah, Tech 9 is not done. Do we get to level 50? Yeah, baby. Which means fully auto. Even these camos suck, kinda. The only camo I liked from these were this Decadence one, and then these two. Like, the red one was okay. Most of these camos were absolutely horrendous. I hate Plague Diamond. I just cannot get behind it. The Lappa. Like, this should be animated. This should have been an animated camo. Dude, I know the challenges were shitty, but it was so worth it, man. The challenges were better in this game. No doubt. No doubt. Man, I still have so many weapons left. Snipers, I am not looking forward to doing, especially these two. These are the worst. Actually, I like the Swiss K a little bit, but this ZRG is absolutely trash. And then I have all the melee weapons still. There's so many to do. There's actually enough content here to basically cover all of Vanguard. All right, guys. Well, I wish that I had more time to stream because I would, but we're going to end it here. I do appreciate y'all hanging out. Had a good time hanging out with y'all. Was super fun. Was super relaxed. Had a nice time. I really feel like I really am getting to know y'all. Just feel like we're super close. Feel like, you know, we're soulmates in a way. Like there's something deep inside of y'all's heart that just really reaches out and resonates with me, and just makes me feel like a better woman, you know? So thank you so much for being you, and just want to thank you all for accepting me for who I am. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next stream, and that's going to do it for tonight. So have a good night, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.